YouTube!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links!
It's your boy, Sean Matrai, back again. Cog with Phantom Knight. Yeah, we went 9-0. Now, don't mind the 2 duels. I was just trying to build Mech Knight Crusadia Cog and other things, but we went 9-0. And I got some hot replays. I'm going to explain the deck. I'm going to explain the skill.
Say hi to
And we only had 2 boots. Yes.
Garag, the brave warrior.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Sorry. In the wrong era.
The Phantom
All
Knights
right.
cannot be conquered.
They cannot be conquered, apparently. So we are going to explain the deck. So, basically, if you've looked on the rock and you've never seen Phantom Knights in your life, we have 2 different kinds of... Phantom Knights have 2 different effects. They have an effect sometimes that applies in the field, but mostly they apply in the graveyard. Okay? The ones that have effects on the field are Breaksword and Cloak. The ones that apply in the graveyard are all of them. Alright? So the main thing you need to know are their graveyard effects outside of Breaksword. Breaksword is the most important on the field effect. So, while in graveyard, Cloak searches a Phantom Knight card, any Phantom Knight card. Gloves will mill any Phantom Knight card, including their trap, to the grave. Boots will search your Phantom Knight spell or trap. While in the grave, you banish it. And then you have Stained Greaves, which can special summon itself from the hand if you special summon a Phantom Knight, or so you can banish it from the grave to special summon a Phantom Knight out of your hand. So you are able to do that and gain access to those kinds of plays. Also, very important, we are going to go over exactly what the plays are. And I'm going to show you in a level 10 duelist duel how you combo off. What are the combos? How do you make your plays? Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'll just explain it as a whole. Okay, so number 1, your basic combo. Well, let me go over the text first. Alright, so text, we run 3 Lance, 2 Chalice, 3 Compulse. Compulse is excellent in the mirror. It's the best card for the mirror. Lance is absolutely fantastic against the mirror as well, because it can protect, it can stop them from ranking up. So that can be really good when you're going first. Chalice is another card that's really good in the mirror match, I find, because if you go first, you set it, you can negate their Breaksword, but if you go second, you can also negate their Exceed. Sometimes that comes up when they have something like Wings, so that can be very good. And then we also have Phantom Knight's Wings as well. So this card, this is an attack, but those are the texts that we brought up. Lance, Chalice, and Compulse. Now, the other 2 cards we have are Wings and Rank Up Magic Quick Launch. So Wings has 2 effects. On field, it can protect any monster you control by battle card effect once. And it can also damage up to the damage step, gain 500 attack on a monster. And our Quick Play spell, these both are searchable by boots, by the way. This allows us to rank up 1 monster 1 rank higher with no material. So you're going to use the skill to make your Rebellion have no material, and then you're going to summon Requiem. Now, for all of you budget players, I have some exciting news. This deck is not expensive, and it is very top tier. I highly recommend you go for it. Requiem is very, very cheap to get. You only have to go 1 box run through it. So as soon as you get your run Requiem, you are good to go. And you have a Phantom Knight core, just get that and get your rank up spell via bundle, and you are good. And you can use gems on the bundle. $9.50 will get you the card that you need to play the deck. Okay? So, with that being said, let's go over the Exceed package. Breaksword, you want 2 of this. 2 got me the cog. Optimally, you would run 3 Silent Boots, but I only have 2. So, Breaksword allows you to have 2 level 3s. What you do is you target 1 card you control and 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them. Then when it's in the graveyard, when it's destroyed by card effect, what it exceeds summon, while exceeds summon. And it's very important, because if you revive this off your traps, it will not be able to get its effect. Alright, this must be Exceed Summon. And then you pop it, and you pop your opponent's card, and you can summon 2 Phantom Knights from your graveyard and increase their levels by 1. Also, very important, if they activate Wings on your monster, it will not destroy. That's a 5-edit play. So if they Wings your Break Sword, it will not destroy your Break Sword. Now, another very important thing when it comes in terms of Break Sword is if they negate the summon in any way, then you will not get the effect. So if they like Psalm Scolding it, it will not get the effect because it never hit the field. Alright? If you hit it with like Evalzo Soldier, it will. But Evalzo Logia, if they Logia negate it, you won't. Why would you not float, Sean? Because Logia negate the summon, it never hit the field. So it was never Exceed Summoned, it will not float. Alright? So you need to understand these things. But Break Sword, very, very powerful. Definitely a 2 of. Some people play 3, but I like 2. 1 Malevolent Sin. This is very useful in OTKing with gloves, because you could do gloves and Break Sword, OTK through 2 bodies. 1 Leviair. This is very important with the standard combo. I will go over that in a second. 2 Dark Rebellions. This is very good in the grind game. You want a second Rebellion. And Dark Requiem. Now, if anyone does not know what Requiem does, I'm about to go over it right now. Requiem Dragon is a very powerful Exceed. It is a rank 5, brand new card. Okay, it gains the following effects while it has Dark Rebellion as material. Now, you're not summoning this by using 3 level 5 monsters. You're going to summon this with your rank of Quick Play spell. So this card has Rebellion as material, it gains 2 effects once per turn. Not once per turn. You can detach 1 material, negate opponent's monster's effect, destroy it. Also, you can detach 1 material from this card and make your opponent's monster 0 and add this card getting the original attack. So this over any attack position monster is instant lethal. That's why in the mirror you want to summon everything in defense, and you'll see some really highlight real top tier duels coming in my replays. But that's very important. Also, very important with Requiem Dragon. Okay, when you use the skill during your opponent's turn, after you use the skill, you can only use the effect once because the skill will lock. All right. And we also play Link Disciple. Link Disciple is extremely important because you need to out-Ibly. Now, what else could I see in the extra deck? Another card that can come in here is Nightmare Phoenix. That's the card that came up a lot. When you got awkward positions to where, you had a dead Break Sword in the field. Well, not dead Break Sword, but like a dead Rebellion. You want to lick it off. You could do that. Also, as one more effect I forgot to bring up, after you negate a monster, you can revive and Exceed from your grave. So you can detach Rebellion, revive Rebellion. That is very powerful. Or revive a Break Sword, but that Break Sword will not float because it wasn't Exceed Summon. Okay, now, I'm going to go over the skill. The skill is insanely powerful, and I'm going to explain what it does. Treason Phantom. So you can only use the following effects once per tool. You can reveal 2 Phantom Knight cards. Now this says cards. This does not have to be a monster. You can reveal the trap or spell. And then return one of them to the deck, and then send the Phantom Knight from your deck to your grave. So standard what you do is generally dump a cloak after returning a spell, and then get searching off that cloak. And the second effect is remove 2 materials. Target 1 Dark Rebellion you control. It gains 500 attack. And that's it during your opponent's turn. After you activate this effect, you can only activate your Exceed monster's effect 1 time. Now, what's very relevant about this is that it makes 0 materials, so you can use the rank up spell and go right into Requiem. Now, how do you use that properly? You're going to activate Requiem immediately. You're going to activate your spell immediately. Why wouldn't you set it, Sean? Because if you set it, you leave yourself vulnerable to both Lance and to MST. So your rank up spell can only be activated in the main phase, which means that if you go up against the mirror match or any duel and they MST you in the draw phase, you will not be able to rank up. So you want to use it immediately. Okay, so be very careful with that. Now, that's that in a box of chicken. Alright, now, very important here. I'm going to go over your standard turn 1 combo into Leviair. This is your Leviair setup. Alright, so this is very important for you to understand if you are going to play this deck correctly. Now, what you're going to want is either Boots or Greaves in your opening hand with 2 Phantom Knights, preferably, 1 gloves, or 1 cloak. Now, you have 1 of these, plus any mix of 2. This could even be a trap or a spell, a cloak or a gloves, plus 1 of these, or another Phantom Knight is fine. So, you want 1 of boots or greaves, plus 1 of cloak or gloves, plus any Phantom Knight. So, that's what you want. So, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and skill, and you are going to return X 3rd Phantom Knight to your deck. So, probably a cloak, dump a cloak. Cloak will search whatever piece you're missing. So, if you already have a boots in hand, you search a greaves. If you have a greaves, you search a boots, and so on and so forth. And what you're going to do is you're going to normal summon your gloves. This is the best one. Optimally, you want to summon gloves. Gloves, special boots, then special summon greaves. After you do that, you're going to exceed summon using greaves and boots and make Levier. Levier will detach the boots to summon the banished cloak that you used to search whatever. Then you are going to use the ragged gloves plus the boots. Since they both become level 4, I forgot to bring that up. During that turn, if you exceed summon for Dark Rebellion, you can use them as level 4 monsters and not level 3. So that's also very broken. Then use them as level 4s to make Rebellion Dragon. Rebellion with the skill effect to detach both materials. Then you are going to go ahead and pick up your copy of your rank up magic by banishing that boots from the grave. And then rank up your monster into your Requiem. So your Rebellion with no materials becomes Requiem. And your spell also gets attached. Then you are going to activate your ragged gloves, sending your wing to the grave. And then you end on Levier, Requiem, and a wing in the grave, great for follow-up. As well as a cloak that's in your graveyard because you put it back with Levier. So you get a search and a revive, and you're also going to have your Stained Greaves in the grave as well for extra plays. And sets up a break sword for the following turn. That's really strong, considering no other attacks. You can open up a lance with it as well. So that's also really good. Okay. That's your main combo. The other combo is just standard. If you have lance and another tech and 2 Phantom Knights, what you can do is just return 1, dump a cloak, search a boots, or whatever else. Summon like a glove and a boots, make Rebellion using the skill. Detach, gloves send cloak. Boots search rank up, make Requiem, and set 2 face downs. That's also a very good turn 1 that helps you lead to follow. This deck I feel makes better boards than Photon. It's a little bit more reliable as well, I feel. Overall, this is very exciting, and you can always OTK your opponent with 1 card. With that being said, we are going to get into some replays, and I am going to keep the music volume off because I'm going to commentate. I know a lot of you requested my commentate, so I am going to do that. I'm going to be trying to do a Raid Raptor climb. If not, we're going to try to do a climb with something else. If you want to make sure you don't miss my next climb, follow me on twitch.tv/Sean Matrai. You do not want to miss my climbs. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to some replays here. Oops. Alright. Anyway, this one was the insane Phantom Knight matchup. I think this one was the rank up. Alright. So these are going to be no sound. These are just me straight commentating through about 3 duels here. Alright, we had a 9-game win streak, the COG. Alright, this was the rank up. This is against the Hazy Flame. For whatever reason. Alright, pay attention to my hand. Alright, I have 2 Phantom Knights. Now, in order to be able to rank up, I have to use the skill. You may say, but Sean, you can use 2 Phantom Knights to make Rebellion. You have 2. No, because I have to trigger the skill first. So I'm going to go ahead and send back the gloves, dumping Cloak. Then I'm going to activate Cloak's effect, picking up the gloves again. Sounds repetitive, I know. Then we're going to go ahead and rank up into Rebellion. And use our skill to detach both material. And we are going to go ahead and get our Negate live. Searching the rank up magic launch. I forgot to bring up one thing. Also, launch has another effect. While it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and then attach a Phantom Knight from your hand as material to an exceed. So if you need to grind them out with Requiem, you can do that.
I activate ragged
Now we're gonna glove
effect.
stump cloak, set 2, and we chill. Now he activates True King Agazamazar, and we're gonna activate Requiem can negate from anywhere, and it destroys this card, much like Photon Lord. Now he goes for his crazy flame combo, tries to sack me with Basilisk, but we have Chalice, and he scoops, and that is a game over Red Rover. Very nice. So we had game there. Now, this is the insane duel. This is the Fan Knight Mirror. Now, what you need to know, I'm going to teach you about the mirror, and this is very important. Alright? If you go first, you must summon everything in defense. If you summon anything in attack, they're going to be able to kill you easily. You may say, Sean, I have a negate play. Doesn't matter. Break Sword, if you negate their Break Sword with Requiem, they are going to float into 2 Fan Knights, go into Requiem, and OTK you over it. They don't care about your negate. If you let it go through, they pop your Requiem, and it puts you in a situation. Sometimes, when you open up the God Hand, let's say you open up both the spell and the trap, your play is to return the spell, keep the trap, that way you can protect Requiem from Break Sword. That's another line, and it still gets you the same combo. Say if you open up 4 Phantom Knights instead of 3, you do the first combo I told you about, but keep the trap in your hand so that way you can set as protection. Like it's an in-trap protection engine. Anyway, we're going second here, and we opened up almost no text except the Compulse, so no Lance, no nothing.
It's everything.
And this guy opens up insane. So he dumps his cloak.
I activate ancient cloaks.
Cloak's gonna go ahead and search.
The Phantom Knights of the Phantom Knight cloaked in shadows and
Makes his rebellion.
rise. I activate.
So we're fearing here. Treason Phantom.
I activate Silent Boots' effect.
Going to go ahead, get his search.
I activate the Phantom Knight's Rank Dragon.
And then
from
he's
the
going
bleak
to go
black
ahead and
pit.
go Requiem
Arise.
Dragon.
That
And pass on
brings
2
my
back.
turn.
Now it's our
Phantom
turn.
Knights of the Phantom
Now-
Knights of Silent
Okay,
Boots.
I want to bring this up. Alright, this is a big brain play. I can do here, okay, because we hard open boots. I tried to bait out Book. Why would I bait out a Book there? Well, if he has Book of Moon and he books Cloak, what we can do is we can activate our skill and dump Greaves. So instead of dumping Ancient Cloak, we dump Greaves, which allows us to special summon the Phantom Knight, and then we can commit in the boots and play through a Book of Moon. That is very, very knowledgeable, and you need to know that.
The souls of
If
the
he allows us to
fallen
go
rise
break sword
fight
without
again.
doing so,
Free
then
the
we
Phantom
can
Knights.
have at least have a float.
Break sword's effect
We break sword
activates.
here in defense, and this is very important. You want to break sword here in defense because if he doesn't have the back row to get through, or he books here and holds a book, then at that point, at least we have a float. We have a guaranteed float unless he negates, but if we set Compulse in this situation, then at the very least, like if we set a Compulse and we're able to out Requiem, then we have a break sword in defense, and it gives us float power.
I activate the trap.
Alright, so we try and force him. He has Wing,
Break sword's effect activates.
and we have
The
break sword.
Phantom Knight. Now's my chance.
IDP
Come out.
on top of this.
I
Now,
special summon my
he should have just
monster.
IDP'd the break sword. He misplayed there. When I detached, he should have went immediately and chained IDP. He did not do that. And he could have avoided all of that. And then we would have been forced to set and do other things. But he didn't do it.
Everything.
Alright. Now, we follow up with our skill. We're going to go Ragged
activate
Gloves.
Ragged
He didn't
Gloves
negate.
as
We made a
effect.
misplay there. We shouldn't have dumped because he could have negated. I should have slept
That
it.
brings my. It's my turn. I activate.
He was misplaying a
Ragged
bit, but we
Gloves'
managed to
effect.
take
I
advantage.
activate Ancient
Cloak's going to
Cloak's
go ahead and
effect.
search Boots.
Dark Requiem and
He attacks. We Compulse.
It's my turn.
Like I said, Compulse is great to out there Requiem. We're going to special summon, normal gloves, and we're going to make break sword.
Right. I activate Rag. Now's my chance.
He has another back row. This is ridiculous.
I activate Ragged Gloves.
Now
as
we
effect.
dump our
I
cloak.
activate Ancient Cloak's
Cloak
effect.
searches our gloves,
I
and
activate
we
Silent
are going to
Boots'
defect it
effect.
and pass. Now, why wouldn't I set as a bait? I don't want to give him anything to break sword. If he makes the break sword, I don't want to give him anything to pop. He must pop a card. So we're just going to pass. He has nothing. And now it's our turn. Glove, special boots, and we're going to just beat him down with a 3000 break sword. Fate set for an MST here, and go in. Activates MST, pops, and he has no follow-up, and we win. So insane duel, we won through IDP, compulse, and negate. And wings. So that's absolutely insane. Going second, you generally have the advantage, because if they don't open up the text, it's very strong for you. And we have Lance in the deck for that reason to help us get through back row, as well as our inherent edge of the plays I was talking to you about to play around Book of Moon by dumping Grease. So we have a few ways to get around some back row in the deck, which could be very nice. You can, if you want, take out Chalice for MST. You want to get really aggressive to like hard back row decks. But I don't feel like that's as relevant right now. But that is an option for you. Okay, now I'm going to go over a couple more. But that was a very tense. Both of us were at Legend 5, so you know we were both playing for keeps. Did I save an Inferno duel and this was like nothing? This will be funny. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know why that replay was saved, but, you know. Alright, let's see if I can get one more for you guys. Alright. Oh, no, I have no one. Okay, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, this is a different video for a different time.
I can be.
Okay. Let me get one more saved. Yeah, this is another Panic Nightmare. I'll take this one. Alright. Let's get this one. Alright. This is another Phantom Knight Mirror. I want to show you these because it's going to be very common on the ladder of how you're going to win the mirror match. Alright, here we go. Again, we're going second. He's going to reveal Fragile and Boots. Fragile Gloves is another card you can play. So if you don't know what Fragile Gloves does, is basically you play for its graveyard effect. So if you dump it off the skill, you can discard a Phantom Knight to draw a card. So it can help you find Lance and other things. Very good. So he's going to go Gloves, Special Boots, make the Levier. So here comes Cloak. Now, he does not go full combo. He just goes into set 3 back row here. And very frightening for us. We go Cloak. Again, I'm going to try to bait him out with a... Try to bait out a book. He does not. We're going to go Cloak, search of Boots. Boots special. Special Greaves. Activates Tomb Shield. Now, there's a reason for this. And it gets really cheesy. Double magical arm bind. We have Lance. Activates Ring. Ring doesn't do him anything here. Because if he blows up Break Sword, we get to float anyway. So we're going to pop his monster, trigger our own Break Sword. And out comes us playing through 3 back row here. Treason Phantom is going to allow us to get our boots. Now, I make a small misplay here because I was talking to chat. And I totally blanked out. I didn't negate a search. I made this a little bit harder on ourselves. But it's fine. Just know in the situation, negate the cloak. So when he goes for cloak, negate. But we didn't do it. It's fine. Sets 2 and ends. Cloak searches our glove. We normal summon. We're just gonna attack. He activates this so we can negate. This card was very good in like the one where you can change the levels. I forget the name of the skill, but it was very good. This is the first time I caught with Phantom Knights, by the way, because I didn't own them because I was in Master Duel when the deck came out dueling. Okay, so after he uses Wing and Specials, we bounce it back and then we go for Lethal, and then we have it. So that's my video. Make sure you go follow, subscribe to my boy Steven. He's going for 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe to him. I'll leave his link to his YouTube in my description below. Also, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get a Ray Raptor climb in. So please, if you want to be a part of it, like, comment, and subscribe on this video. I would be greatly appreciated. We might do a Avenger tournament run live as well. So we have a lot of exciting content coming. Six Samurai climb is also on its way once the ban list drops, and a Crystron climb. So please, 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 I highly encourage you, follow me on twitch.tv/Sean Matrai. I'll leave the link in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy the video. Until next time, bye YouTube.